Hello students, today we have reached the very last part of temperature measurement. Last two instruments are there, RTD, resistance temperature detector, and the most importantly thermocouple. Okay, so let us start with RTD. So RTD stands for resistance temperature detector. Okay, so the name suggests that resistance temperature detector. So resistance is the electrical parameter. That means when temperature is measured in terms of a electrical parameter like resistance, so that particular transducer is the resistance temperature detector. It is a very precision instrument as it is basically a transducer that converts the temperature signal into the resistance signal, and that resistance will be measured, will be recorded, and when the temperature and resistance have some mathematical formula, and that change of resistance we will put in the mathematical expression, we will get the value of temperature change and the temperature records. The change in temperature is detected by the change in resistance of the wire. So there are two types of RTD having positive and negative thermal coefficients of resistivity. The resistance is increased or decreased with the increase in temperature and in temperature respectively. That means we know the resistivity means positive resistivity means nothing but when the temperature increases the resistance will increase. Negative resistivity means when the temperature increases the resistance will decrease. So that is why it is called the positive resistivity and negative resistivity. So RTD are used for temperature measurement by using them in bridge circuits. The change in temperature causes considerable resistance change which give a voltage drop in accordance with the thermal coefficient of resistance of the wire. So it looks like a simple Wheatstone bridge diagram. Okay, so the voltage is further amplified and the temperature is raised. Thus, this is how the RTD are used in circuits assisting in automatic control and measurement with high accuracy. So here you see in the Wheatstone bridge, in the four arms of Wheatstone bridge, there are four resistances. So each arm consists of one resistance. So R1, R2, R3, R4. Here it is the in terms R4. In place of R4, we will put the RTD. Okay. Now there is a voltage source. Now the battery is connected here. So you see when the circuit is completed, when there is any change in temperature, so there will be change in resistance. Otherwise, if there is no change in resistance, then the bridge is absolutely stable. So there will be no particular display of resistance. That means when the temperature changes, the resistance also changes, the bridge becomes unstable, and then it will start operating as a Wheatstone bridge circuit. Advantage: due to no fluid present, absolute temperature is recorded. It is highly sensitive and gives accurate result. It has a good range of temperature measurement. It can thus measure from very low to very high temperature. Due to electrical output, that is a resistance change, it can be used with PLC and complete automation can be achieved. PLC means programmable logic control. PLC is a part of automation. Okay, so that means in case of automation, you can also use the whole system will be automatic. Then there will be no manual interventions. Okay. Applications of RTD. It is widely used in furnaces of automatic temperature measurement. Due to its compactness, it replaces the conventional thermometers as well as thermocouples, thus eliminating the use of lots of wire. Used in medical and chemical laboratories to detect very low temperature like dry ice and liquid nitrogen. Now, due to electrical output, it is used where feedback system is required and corrective system is then thus taken is an automatic system. So automatic system means nothing but it's a closed loop control system. So in a fast cycle, after completion of the fast cycle, if there is any error is present, so in the closed loop control system, one feedback system will be there that will detect the error, and unless and until the error will be removed, the cycle will be continued. So feedback system is very much important in an automatic system. So in automatic system, that RTD is very much significantly used. What are thermocouples? Thermocouples are basically metal couples which work on the Seebeck effect. Seebeck effect, Peltier effect, in the basic physics you all know. Okay, so this basically works on the principle of Seebeck effect. So in this effect, any conductor is subjected to a thermal gradient will generate a voltage. Measuring this voltage necessarily involves the connecting another conductor or a hot end. This additional conductor will then also experience in temperature gradient, develop a voltage in its own will oppose the original. Okay. Now the very easily you can say when the two dissimilar metal wires. Okay. One is iron wire, another one is like copper wire. So dissimilar metal wires are joined together at one end. So this is the junction, this is the end. Here you will join two dissimilar metal rods. So here you see a voltage is produced at the other end. Okay, that is approximately proportional to the temperature. The form of the electrical temperature sensor is called the thermocouple. Okay, so due to the change in temperature, so what will happen? What will be caused? A EMF will be generated. Electromotive force will be generated. So temperature, due to change in temperature, and EMF will be induced, and this effect is called the Seebeck effect. So based on this Seebeck effect, the thermocouple basically works. So here we see how the thermocouple works. So a flame is provided at the junction. It is a measuring junction. Okay, it's a hot end. This is a cold end. Two dissimilar wires have been selected. Okay, now this is the voltmeter where you can measure the voltage. Now this is a cold end junction. Okay, so due to the temperature difference between the hot end junction and between the cold end junction, so in between two junctions there is a temperature gradient will be established, and when the temperature difference will be caused, so due to this temperature difference, an induced EMF will be generated. So what will be the amount of induced EMF? So that will be measured by the voltmeter. Okay. So types of thermocouples. First is the J and K type thermocouples are noted for their high sensitivity. This, however, has a limited range, about 41 microvolt per degree centigrade for K and 55 microvolt per degree centigrade. Now, platinum type. So, platinum type are basically BSTR type thermocouples. So, these are different types: BSTR, JK. These are all the thermocouple types. Okay. So platinum types are denoted by the PSTR. That means one of the metal will be a platinum. Okay, so are less sensitive and they have a significant advantage of high range. They can measure high temperature and are usually used in furnace. Now, most important thing is the combination of the two dissimilar wires. Like here we see copper constant ton. Okay, iron constant ton, chromel constant ton, chromel aluminal. Okay. These are all different types of combinations, and look, these are the types. Okay, so we know that BSTR, like in the B we see there is a platinum is a combination, so platinum is present. In the S also platinum is present, and other dissimilar metal will be different. Okay, not platinum, it will be different metal. In the K type, you notice that one metal is the chromel, another metal is the aluminum. Now, one is positive wire, another one must be negative wire. Okay, so that the voltage can be established. Now, it can measure the temperature. This combination of the dissimilar metals or different types of thermocouples can measure the different temperature range. Okay, just go through this particular table. This is very important. Okay. Now, thermocouple sensors. The sensors must be having the few particular categories, few particular specifications, so that it will be selected as a thermocouple. It should qualify all the qualities that a thermocouple should have to measure the temperature with full of accuracy. Now the sensitivity. So it is the voltage or EMF produced per degree centigrade rise or fall in the temperature at the junction. So its construction should be simply welded or twisted between two metals. Range. Thermocouple have the greater range in all type of temperature measurement instrument domain. Okay. Now time response. It is the time required by the thermocouple to reach thermal equilibrium with the surrounding. Signal conditioning. The output voltage from the couples is very small. Usually it is less than 50 millivolt. Thus considerable amplification is required so as to be used for practical applications. Now look at these advantages. Several advantages are there. The thermocouple is very less expensive than RTD. It has wide temperature range. It has good reproducibility. The temperature range 270 to 2700 degrees centigrade. It has racked construction. It does not require bridge circuit. It has good accuracy. It has high speed of response. Now disadvantage. The stray voltage pickup is possible as output voltage is very small. It needs the amplification. The cold junction and the lead compensation is essential. It shows non-linearity. That means you can say that in the thermocouple, non-linearity means there is no straight line relation between the EMF and the temperature change. Okay, so there is why it is called non-linear. So there is no straight line equation is established between two particular variables or parameters. Some of the applications of thermocouples include the following. These are used as a temperature sensor in the thermostats in office, home, in business. These are used in industries for monitoring temperature of metals in iron, aluminium and other metals. So these are used in food industry for cryogenic and low temperature applications. Thermocouples are used as heat pump for performing the thermoelectric cooling. These are used to test temperature in the chemical plant, petroleum plant. These are used in gas machines for detecting the pilot flame. So there are several advantages of their thermocouple in most of the industries. All over the industries, the thermocouple is used significantly. So these are all about the basic principles of thermocouples and RTD. Go through this content, and if you have any doubt, call me or WhatsApp me. Okay.